nothing is possible. So therefore, in defense of your body, you can be offensive. That's called preemptive offense. That is allowed in the Dharma Shastra. If you don't do that, you are a fool. So therefore, to protect our own body, which is the only dharma sadhanam, sharirameva dharma sadhanam, kalu dharma sadhanam. So protect your body is a primary duty. It is called abad dharma. When your body is under threat, then you have to put out all these defenses. So let me give a positive spin to this negative, so-called negative emotion. Because these are the weapons that you have gathered along your evolutionary journey. So let us say kama, desire. Desire is necessary. If you have no desire, then you cannot protect your body. You need water, you need food, you need a warm clothing, you need a roof over your head. These are all objects of desire. You need those desires, isn't it? So suppose you say, I have given up all those desires. Then if you have given up all those desires, then you cannot survive. The desire is inbuilt into the system to protect the body. And the desire is not fulfilled, you have to be legitimately angry. If you are not angry, then you are not alert. A red flag should go up. So anger. Anger is to protect your territory. You need a very personal territory. And you cannot allow anybody inside that territory without your knowledge and permission. Only a person with your permission can get into that territory. So if anybody trespasses into the territory, you have to show your fangs. You have to growl. You have to growl and show your fangs so that that guy will run away. It is necessary for you. It is necessary at that time. So kama, krodha, lobha. Lobha means greed. Greed means you are taking for the tomorrow also. Today I got the breakfast. What about tomorrow? So even a squirrel gathers seeds and hide so that in bad weather they can go and scratch it and take it and eat it. So greed also to a certain extent is necessary. If you are not greedy, then you will be wandering on the road. Isn't it? So kama, krodha, lobha, moha. Moha means evaluating the world from the standpoint of your self-interest. What will promote my interest? Because your interest is very important. If you are not there, nothing is there. So you have to evaluate the world from your own standpoint, so that you make sure that the net resources flow towards you, not towards the other. That is called a moha, a evaluation of the world from your standpoint, your interest. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Mada means superiority complex. Sometimes it works. You have to have good clothes, good dress, and then all that. Otherwise, the other person will think you are a useless person. Shining shoes and tie and all borrowed. These are all borrowed from somewhere. So, but that gives you a good impact, good presence in front of the other. You can impress the other, so that other will not put you down. So therefore, that also is necessary to a certain extent. I am giving a positive sin so that you will feel comfortable. Otherwise, you feel miserable about yourself, isn't it? Because I have all these qualities and I am trying to fight against it, and still I am not able to get out of that. So, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. Matsarya means intolerance, which also is necessary. Somebody is poking you too much, you must feel intolerance, isn't it? Give me a break. Go away from me. I am leaving you. So that kind of a feeling, because he is intruding into your space, therefore intolerance also to a certain extent is necessary to protect your body and your interest and your family. Suppose you say Vasudeva Kudumbakam, the whole world is one family. You heard it from Bagavad, Vasudeva Kudumbakam. And a beggar comes and occupies your bedroom. What happened to your Vasudeva Kudumbakam? What happened to that? You say, okay, 1 or 2 days is okay. Thereafter there is no Vasudeva Kudumbakam. It's my own Kudumba. Isn't it? There you have to show your fangs, your real nature. So intolerance also to a certain extent necessary. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsalya is intolerant. Matsalya, damba. Damba means pretentiousness. Sometimes you have to pretend. I had a very interesting experience. This was in Simla. Simla, I was staying in some house where they had a very, very big dog, a German shepherd, some big dog. So we used to go for a walk and the dog also used to come with us. A huge dog. And there are a lot of monkeys in Simla. Those who are going to Simla, they know monkeys, plenty of monkeys are there. They are sitting on the road and sitting on the tree branches. They jump onto the roof and make a lot of kind of noises. So when the dog comes, the monkeys will run away. Because monkey is a small animal, dog is a big animal. So one day I find one monkey with a lot of few little monkeys hanging on to this, he is sitting on the roadside. He couldn't jump very fast. Then what the monkey did, it just showed his fangs and then puffed up a little bit and the dog ran away. You may have to do it sometime. If you don't do it, the other person will dominate you, overpower you, override you. So that also is necessary. Damba sometimes works. Sometimes. Not all the time. Not all the time. Not with everybody. You should know when to employ it. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, damba. Ahankara. Ahankara means I did it. If you don't say you did it, somebody else will claim. Isn't it? I did it. Especially in the offices. If you don't say I did it, I am a Bagavad Gita student, I don't say that I did it. You have to say that I did it. If you don't say that, then somebody else will claim. And then he will get the credit, not you. And then you feel depressed. Then you come home and fight with your wife. Isn't it? Nobody recognizes me. I was so honest. You are a foolishly honest person. So therefore, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, damba, ahankara, asuya. Asuya is envy. Envy is sometimes very powerful. What is envy? Envy is a secret respect for the qualities that others have. That is envy. I respect those qualities. When I envy it, I will try to imbibe those qualities. But envy becomes too much, then it becomes very depressive. So kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, damba, ahankara, asuya, irsha. Irsha means irritation. Irritation is a cultural value. Sometimes when you see people the way they eat, stuffing the mouth with the food and the food falling all over and on the clothes and everywhere, you don't wipe it properly, and you feel irritated, isn't it? So that also is a good value to a certain extent. So kama, krodha, lobha, mohadaya are the weapons that occurred in your evolutionary journey, and keep it with you whenever necessary you use it. At this point we are living in a civilized society, a contractual society, a society governed by law, and there you don't have to employ it all the time. It is something like the nuclear weapon with India. India has no intention of employing it, using it. It's a deterrence. It's a deterrence against your enemy. When your interests are compromised, then you can use it. Similarly, this kama, krodha, lobha, mohadaya, keep it with you, but use it very sparingly, whenever it is necessary. Otherwise, don't use it. But periodically sharpen it, because otherwise it will become rusted. Periodically sharpen it. So you may use it periodically, but it should be under your control. The army should be under the civilian control. So this is the weapons of the army. Keep it under civilian control. Let not the army take over your life. And in that sense, a powerful army, powerful weapon is good for you. Therefore, give it a positive spin. Don't condemn yourself. Don't discredit yourself. Because occasionally you show these weapons and of self-defense. These are weapons of self-defense to defend your own physical person, your emotional person, and your intellectual person. You have to have these weapons. So Bhagavan says, use it very judiciously. You should very circumspect, with the circumspection. Otherwise, it can turn against yourself. It can, instead of doing good, they can do harm. So this is the structure of desire. This is the structure of desire. The very basis of desire is your self-ignorance. Now desire can flow from two sources. That also is very important. Desire can flow from two. One source is this sense of self-limitation. Another is your sense of fullness. When you feel full and complete, from there also desire can arise. Like so kamayada. So desire can be an expression of your fullness. Like a cow when its udder is full of milk. What does the cow feel? It wants to shed that milk, isn't it? When the clouds are laden with rain water, the clouds want to precipitate as rain. When the fruit is ripe, it wants to fall. So desire can come from your sense of fullness also. Those desires are self-giving desires. The other desire is self-aggrandizing desire. In self-aggrandizing desire, you need moderation. Don't go beyond the limit. Put a Lakshmana Rekha wherever is necessary. So in self-aggrandizing desire, you need moderation. But in self-giving desire, you can be completely free. Give as much as you can. The more you give, the more happier you become. The more you can go deeper into yourself. So there are two types of desire that we must be able to distinguish. One which comes from your sense of limitation, ajnana. Those desire is always self-aggrandizing. I want this, I want this, I want this. And there is desire coming from your sense of fulfillment, which is Brahman's desire. That desire is a self-giving, sharing, accommodating kind of desire. So these two desires should be distinguished. So when the Upanishad says so kamayada, it comes from your fullness, and that desire to share your happiness, share your wisdom, share your knowledge. So happiness sharing desire is nobler than aggrandizing desire. So thus Bhagavan says, keep a watch on your desire, keep a watch on your arsenal, kama krodadayaha, and use it judiciously. Don't use it all the time. And when you use it on the wrong time, then it becomes a problem for you. So that distinction is very, very important. Kamaesha, Krodayesha, Rajoguna Samudbhavaha, Mahashano Mahapatma, Vidyena Miha Vairanam. So how do I manage this desire? My anger, my desire, my greed, etc. How do I manage? How do I moderate? What should I do? Arjuna asked this question. So Bhagavan's answer is, first of all, let us see where the desire operates, the capital, the citadel of desire. Indriyani manobuddhihi asya adhisthana muchyade edehi vimohayatyesha atman ajnanam avritya dehinam. The Bhagavan says, the desire operates indriyani manobuddhi. First in the buddhi it operates. It infects the buddhi. How does it infect the buddhi? You are a useless person. You are a limited person. You are an unhappy person. That is how the desire clouds the buddhi. And then the desire comes in the mind. The buddhi get the conviction, then the desire comes in the mind, then the action comes on the sense organs level. So whatever you see become an object of desire now. And then you interact with the world through the sense organs of action, as I want this, I don't want this. This kind of behavior comes, he says. It all comes from the buddhi. So first, the desire convinces the buddhi that you are a miserable person. Then you have to have this. Without that, you are an incomplete person. Then you act on that. Then you get it. Then you feel miserable over that. Or you don't get it. Then you feel frustrated. This is how the samsara chakra goes. Punarabhijananam, punarabhimaranam, punarabhijanani, jadare, shayanam, eka samsare, bhagavadustare, kripaya pare, pahi murare. Punarabhijananam means You desire an object, get it, and you identify with that object, that is called jananam. Then maranam means what? After some time, you don't want it. Then you are dead to that. For example, when you came to this room, you are born in this room, isn't it? After half an hour, you leave this room, so you are dead to this room. So punarabi jananam, punarabi maranam means this mad running from one object to another object. We are running all the time from pillar to post, and nowhere you find your peace. So the desire coming from avidya and then expressing as action and interacting with the world, and you get object, you get frustrated. So you are moving in this circle of dukkha. It's a circle, it's a small circle. We are operating in that circle. Du means very limited, ka means space. Dukkha means limited space. Desire, ignorance, desire, action, having object, getting frustrated and doing the same thing again and again and again and again because you don't know anything better. This is that little circle we are operating. So, indriyani mano buddhihi. So first is the buddhi, then the mana, then the sense organs see everything shobhanadhyasam, Shankara says. When you are unhappy, you see everything as very dazzling objects. Shobhanadhyas. You empower that object. You disempower yourself. And then you go after that object. When you get it, from far everything shines, isn't it? But from near, that shine goes. Then you become frustrated. So we are moving in that little buddhi, that little space. So what should I do? So indriyani manobuddhiyasya adhisthanamusyase edaihi vimohyadi esha atma jnanam avritya dehinam. So covering your ignorance, crowding your ignorance, you are operating like this. Now what should I do? The best way is to watch this. That's what I said.